Hey everybody, Mike here. Welcome back. Hope everybody's doing awesome. Listen, today's video is going to be packed full of some tips, specifically around how to sort data in Excel and how to filter it. Now, I'm excited about this one because sorting and filtering is a great way to make a large amount of data very easily readable and to be able to manage it very easy without scrolling endlessly. So let's jump right into it. Before we do, make sure you hit subscribe and the bell if you haven't, because let's face it, I'm gonna have a lot of content coming out. You're here, it just makes sense, right? So I don't even know what that meant, but just subscribe. All right, so I wanna jump right into Excel. So we have this spreadsheet here. This is a financial report. This is just sample data. We have, let's see, we have some market segments, we have countries, we have products, we have a gross sales column. That's the one we'll be working with. Now, what we want to do in this case, I want to show you how to sort very quickly. So let's say we wanted to sort based on gross sales. And we want to make it so that the largest sales are at the very top, and then it goes down from there in descending order. So all we have to do is head over to the Data tab. And from there, all of the sorting buttons we need are really right here. So before we click this one, I want to show you a very quick way to do this. All you have to do is click any cell in the column that you want to sort based on. So in this case, I want to sort gross sales. I want to go highest to lowest. So any of these cells will work. From there, we have these two buttons. This one says sort smallest to largest. This is ascending. It's going to start with the smallest value, go to the biggest value. If you are clicking in a column that has letters, right? Alphanumeric. We'll just go with letters. Then it is going to sort in alphabetical order. So it'll go A to Z. Now this one down below it says sort largest to smallest. So this will go from the largest number to the smallest number. And if we're talking about letters, it will go from Z to A. So in this case, let's just go ahead and click descending because I want to go from the largest value and watch what happens to this spreadsheet. Boom. As soon as I click that, it ordered the entire spreadsheet based on gross value, or gross sales rather. So we have a sale at the top, 1.2 million. If we scroll down, we have 18,000 and so on. It goes down from there. So that's it. That's really all you have to do to sort very quickly is click on the column you want to sort based on, click on one of those two buttons, and that's it. Now another option, let's say we go to a different column. I click on maybe country. I can sort based on that now. And this is really cool. Watch, if I sort A to Z based on country, watch what happens. You see now I did sort, so I have all of Canada here, but this is interesting. Look at the gross sales column. Do you notice what I'm getting at here? It is still sorted based on gross sales and it's sorted on country. So now what we're seeing is we have Canada's highest sale as at the top and then they go down. And if we go find France, look at this. We go, so this line right here is Canada's lowest sale. And then the next line is France's largest sale. So we were able to sort based on two different factors very quick. I mean, that would have taken me probably 10 seconds to do if I was just doing it for work. So that's really cool. Now I'm gonna undo that and I wanna show you how to use this sort button as well. So if you click sort button, I really can't talk today. If you click the sort button. All right, so once this comes up, we have sort by country values Z to A. So it's sorting basically Z to A within the country column only. Now I want to do it from A to Z. So in this case, Canada should be first. And I'm going to then click this plus sign. What this allows us to do is say, I'm going to sort by country first. So I want to have all of Canada's sales first. Then I want to have France and so on. But within Canada, I want to have the highest values go to the lowest or vice versa. Just like we did before, this is just a different way of doing it. So in this case, I'll click this space right here. And this is where you select the next column you want to sort based on. So again, in this case, we'll do gross sales. We will say from largest to smallest is going to be our order. And let's go ahead and hit OK. All right, so now if we go back to the top, we see we did successfully achieve the exact same result that we had before, but in this case, we just use that sort button. Now, my general advice for just day-to-day use, using these two buttons is very quick, very easy, very intuitive. Using the sort filter here or sort button here works well, but it is a little more involved, and you kind of have to think about what you're doing a little more, in my opinion, even though it's kind of weird to say that because it's the same thing. But the benefit of this button right here is you can get a little more granular if you have a bunch of things you want to sort on. Now that's all I really had for sorting. Let's talk about filtering for a minute. So we have all this data here, and what filtering allows us to do, if you're not familiar, is basically hide certain pieces of data that we don't care about at that moment. We're not deleting it, but we're just getting rid of it for a minute so that we can focus on what we want to filter on. So let's say, for example, let's go to product. Maybe I'm working on this sales spreadsheet and I really want to understand our sales for a particular product. What we can do is we can actually go click the filter button right here. Again, we're under data right next to sort. If we click that, we see here it opens up a bunch of filter drop downs on our header. So if we go to, for example, product, we click this, we see here it says filter by, and we have all of the values that are within that column. And it auto-populates this. So it'll just automatically look at all of our product names and say, okay, there's all the products I saw in the product column. Which one do you want to look at? So if I say, let's uncheck select all, I just want to look at VTT, whatever that is. Let's select that product. So if I select that and I move this, you can actually see, I'll go ahead and X out of this. It stays filtered. I'm only looking at the product VTT and all of the associated sales. If I scroll down, we see, oops, a little far. We see that that's all it is, right? There's nothing else. It actually appears as if my data is gone, even though it's not. And one key part here is if you look on the left, you can see the row numbers, 11, 12, 15, 18. See, it kind of skips around. So that is showing us that those rows are still there. We're just not looking at them. Now, if we wanted to clear the filter, if we click filter again, it will then unclear, or it'll essentially clear that filter. So now we see that we have all of those products back and our data is just like it was before. So that's really all there is to it. It's pretty easy. So that's all I had for you guys today. I hope you found this useful. If you did, make sure to hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1 million, so it's gonna happen, trust me. So I need your help to do that. And most importantly, if you hit subscribe and the bell, you'll get notifications whenever I drop videos just like this one in Microsoft Excel. And I don't want to spoil anything, but we're going to go a lot deeper than this. So stay with me. It's going to be really fun. And most importantly, it's going to be a lot easier to do these things and impress your coworkers. So that's always a good thing. All right. That said, stay safe and healthy. Until next time, stay awesome. It didn't feel right saying stay awesome, but I didn't want to call you guys nerds, but I think it's kind of cool. Take care of yourselves. Wow, the end of this video just fell apart real fast.